Savor the moment.
Sip the story.
Welcome to Wuxiaworld's Teahouse. I'm your host, Yojj.
And I'm Tokki.
So, last episode, I was accused of nepotism. So, this week, we're gonna go with the Chinese novel team handpicked by Tokki. I still kind of cried nepotism though, Tokki, because, you're friends with their manager, GT. And, we have GT's kids on. So, it's still nepotism to me.
Yeah, you guys are Nepo babies.
You're just not my babies, but you're still Nepo babies.
Yeah, you're someone's Nepo babies. Anyway, so why don't you guys briefly introduce you to our guest? Introduce yourselves to our guest.
We haven't even introduced their novel title, though. We just said they're Nepo babies.
Yeah, the title of the novel is like Nepo babies. GT's Nepo babies.
That's all right.
Okay, so is it mythical era my evolution into a celestial beast, or how does the title work? Yeah.
Yes, that is the title.
Yeah,
that's a long ass title. Yeah.
Yep.
We call it MECB for short.
Okay, MECB. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Who's a translator? Who are you guys?
Hello, my name is Joash. I'm the translator, one of the translators, and yeah, pretty cool novel.
Nice. Who is
Hello.
our other translator?
Hello, I am Salps. I am also a translator. And yeah, this is an interesting novel to read. I think it's quite different from, I guess, the normal, with the evolution of the beast and stuff, I think it's quite different from the traditional wuxia novels. Yeah, I guess a little bit about me, or less about the novel, more about me. I am a UX writer in my day job. And yeah, I guess that's all I should share about that.
Wait, you're a what writer?
A UX writer, content designer.
Oh.
My day job.
Oh,
so
okay.
I want to share more about where I work and stuff, but yeah, that's about all I can share.
Yeah, you're gonna get boxed.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't go any further. And our editor.
Right. Yeah, I'm Llealy. I'm the editor for the novel, and pretty much what the other two have said, I more or less agree with. It's been a really interesting novel to both read and edit so far.
Okay, now you guys have got me really curious. Can you kind of give me a summary, maybe even spoil it for me on what makes this novel so interesting and different?
I think what I like about this novel, it's different to the other wuxia novels in a way that it incorporates a lot of the modern concepts as well, and also it takes interesting ideas and concepts from other popular let's say animes or movies, and kind of incorporate into the story, which I think is pretty.
Yeah, it's I feel like it's taking parts of Pacific Rim. Yeah.
Actually, I was reading a couple of chapters in the beginning, and I was like, it kind of does feel like Pacific Rim, especially the first five paragraphs in chapter 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you keep reading, I think you'll find other elements, right, from different, like Joash was saying, from other animes or other films in the novel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it has the usual martial arts, but also kind of blends it with modern technology, along with a little bit of kaiju thrown in.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting Pacific Rim, wuxia, kaiju, but I still don't have a summary for this novel. What is spoil it for me, guys? Come on.
So basically,
go for it. Go.
So basically, the main character transmigrates into a world that's similar to the one he previously left, but a few decades into the future. It was originally a lot more similar to Earth, but at one point, portals to another world suddenly opened up, and allow what is called transcendent energy to start entering into the world. And with that transcendent energy, people were able to start setting up cultivation systems. It's basically the main character is going through high school for a second time for him. And
that sucks. I'm sorry, that sucks.
I mean, at least it's not the military,
Yeah, about that.
School.
Yeah, the military.
Oh, no.
Gotta grow up all over again.
I was like, at least it's not the military, and Llealy is like, about that,
Oh, that gotta go to high school and the military? This is a terrible life
Military
already.
is involved.
Yep.
It is involved. Okay.
It's involved.
Oh man, this poor main character.
Oh, and this is based in China, right?
It's
It's a different world, I think.
It's a whole different world. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, okay. I thought because like it was the same as Earth, so I thought like the MC was in like China. So I was thinking
it's kind of like an Earth adjacent. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay, like a parallel universe.
Yeah, it's called the Blue Planet, and there are different continents and countries, but it's more or less the same kind of modern human civilization with slightly more advanced technology.
Okay.
Can they watch YouTube with their screens locked?
Well, they do have phones, and they do have like technologies like any human technology in the 21st century. They do have like live streams and like broadcasts and things like that. I think you'll see a lot of that in the novel as well. You have like,
but it's not quite like our world, right? What makes it different from our current world? Something about monsters?
Well, that to begin with, and I guess also, obviously they have like countries that we don't have, right? And we don't have these things like transcendent energy in the world, in our world, or in the real world.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the quirkiest new country that they created?
Well, overall, they have a what they call a federation, which is kind of like basically like their version of the United Nations, except it's almost completely worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Federation sounds tyrannical.
So does United Federation group together to fight said monsters, or are they governing?
It's from my understanding, at least, it's kind of a loose-ish coalition, sort of like less like the United Nations, more like the EU.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they're the various countries that have their own regulations, and then there's federal regulations that apply to everywhere.
Yeah, I think the whole goal of the Federation was to deal with the beast or like the Kaiju that appeared, and they like have this separate realm called like the Mythical realm, where like the really strong like Kaijus are there. So what the Federation did was, or like what the countries did was to form a federation and gather like all their resources together, so they could fight these, to like send people to the mythical world to fight these kaijus or these beasts.
Sorry, I was reading like the first couple of chapters, and I am just fascinated by your main character and his pet salamander. So don't mind me. I've been Googling salamanders, as Joash would know, because when he first joined on, that's all I was talking about, salamanders.
So Salp's laptop crashed, so she's not here. So
dang, sorry about that.
If you want to talk about Salps, like now's your chance. She's not here. She's not listening.
Okay, I think she's back.
Oh no! I think she heard me.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. It's great to have you back.
Nobody said nothing. It's all been good. So then, Now that I was
It
talking
was
about main
them, I
character and
swear.
salamander,
It wasn't me.
it's all you. Any kind of problem is always going to be Tokki.
Yep.
Um, what is our main character's name and what's he like?
Main character's name is Chen Chu, or like Chen Chu.
Mm-hmm.
So he is, I think in the beginning of the story, he's this like frail, thin, like always sick, this high school boy who's always sick and weak. But as he started having like he discovered his kind of his power or ability.
Mhm.
He has a fused soul with the salamander. So as long as the salamander grew stronger, he also grew stronger at the same time. But after he
Oh.
discovered that and also incorporated cultivation and martial arts into his life, he started getting stronger and stronger, and now he's this like handsome, tall, like boy that everybody loves.
Uh-huh.
And like
Salamander?
the story really glazes him a lot. So he's like everybody
Mm.
loves him. He's super strong and stuff like that.
So Yojj has a question.
Do
Yojj
I?
is Yojj is curious, like, what does a salamander look like?
No, I
Am
was
I
looking
right?
at these salamanders and they were kind of all fugly. You know, I was looking at the
Yeah.
fire salamander. That one looks okay. The axolotl looks kind of cute. And then the first photo I get for like the regular salamander, it's got big bulging eyes. It looks ugly. And then we have no. So actually, I had a question about that. So the salamander gets stronger, and then the MC gets stronger, not the MC growing stronger, and therefore the salamander gets stronger.
It's mainly more like as the salamander gets stronger, it's more like the effect of the salamander growing stronger has a bigger effect on Chen Chu than Chen Chu's strength growing has an effect on the salamander. Basically,
That's kind of
Mhm.
awesome, though. Like I could train my pet, and then just like because he's my pet, I get stronger. That's nice. I don't have to actually work out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you,
awesome.
Yeah.
you know, if I'm like so fused to my cat, I'll probably get fat because my cat is like fat as fuck.
No, you have to train your cat. Okay, make him get stronger.
That's the right way to work out.
You know one thing about my cat, like he refuses to take more than 3 steps. Like 1, 2, 3, plop down. 30-second rest. 1, 2, 3, plop down.
Oh god.
I mean, where I stopped, the salamander was just kind of sitting in a glass tank and eating fish and shrimp. So I
Yep.
don't know how that salamander is gonna get any stronger. But I guess
Protein.
they train.
Yeah.
Protein. Just feed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, almost literally protein. Like part of the system that the salamander has is that eating will give it something called evolution points. And these evolution points will not only allow it to grow beyond what it normally would be able to, it's also once it accumulates enough of those, it'll be able to actually evolve Pokemon style.
So in order to grow stronger, he doesn't have to just fight or train. He could just eat and grow stronger.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Can I join this world? Like I will redo my high school career, man. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take high school all over again. This sounds amazing. Then I
Salps, can you
guess
hear us?
Hello, can you
Wait,
guys? I can hear you
try to
guys. Can you
check
guys
if
hear
she's
me?
here. Sorry, sorry guys. I'm just checking if she's on or not.
I mean technically it says that she's recording.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Can you refresh your browser? Like that happens from time to time.
Tokki would know. Riverside doesn't
Yeah.
like him.
Yojj has a diss track about Riverside, by the way. Yeah, if you check YouTube, like you can hear her like yeah. She has a diss track, yeah.
I mean
Fuck your
after that
Riverside.
I think you need to make one too.
Yeah.
Recently you've been having more issues with it.
That's true. That's
Alice.
true.
Maybe if you come up with one, it'll stop being a bitch.
Maybe I'll do something like Uncle Roger did, you know, like you know that one, like good country. they listening. Social credits go up?
I think I'm the only one who doesn't know this. Send me a link later.
Yeah, I'll send
Please,
you.
thank
Yeah.
you. Can you hear us? Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Like, those are. I was like, everyone's ignoring me.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait.
No!
Were you thinking like we kind of like colluded? Like, okay, when Salps come back, like no one pays attention to her, like no one replies to her. Let's ignore her.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Welcome back.
But Yojj, that
What?
sounds totally like something I would do, right?
It sounds like something we would do. If you guys are closer to us, we would have done something.
Yeah.
That's also something we would have done. What were we talking about? Salamanders, main
Yes.
characters,
Eating and leveling up, powering up. Yeah.
Right. Do you have anything you want to add on to that, Salps, if you were listening on the whole time?
Oh no, I was just saying like about the eating, right? So he would have to like the salamander. He would have to like fight other creatures to be able to eat them. So he had to like kill them, and then he would eat.
Yo, so
that's
it's
how
not
he-
eating
Wait.
food, like it's eating
Yeah,
other
he's not eating
monsters,
shrimp?
like other kaijus.
Yeah, it's like Chen Chu was able to. It's like Chen Chu was able to feed it in the beginning. Once it gets too big and can't keep up with its appetite, he releases it into the wild so that it can start hunting other mutated beasts.
Wait, you left that part out. You made it sound like I could just feed him like shrimp the whole time. You guys left that bit out.
I think it's
My
pretty
bad.
self-explanatory. Like if your pet grew to a size to an alligator, but like feeding shrimp is not gonna help it grow anymore. Like it's gonna get hungrier.
Oh, it's now an alligator size.
So
It's just-
Chen Chu being the Asian he is, like decided to make it like financially viable. I'm gonna go broke feeding this salamander. Yeah. Oh, wait, does the salamander have a name?
Its name changes throughout the story because of the characteristics that it has.
Mhm.
I think.
Okay, so like early on the story, like what is the name?
It starts out as just the six-horned salamander. And as it evolves and gets stronger, it eventually its name changes. Things like the armored beast, the sword armored beast, the fiery armored beast.
Does Chen Chu never name the salamander? Like from here today on, you are named Blizzard. I don't know.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think that's the name, bro.
It is. Like one of the other novels have a lizard man whose name is Blizzard.
Oh, I thought you said lizard. Okay.
I mean, if I had a cat, I would totally name a cat. So
I hope you never get a cat.
I would name a cat, and the people be like, "You named a cat?" Like, yeah, short for caterpillar.
Okay, that's smart.
Well, I was thinking maybe they named a salamander, but so its name is just whatever it evolves into.
Yes. It would be weird for him to name the salamander because the salamander is him. Because he shares his soul with the salamander.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Well, later on in the novel, it does eventually start to call itself Thunder Fiery.
Thunder Fiery?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then there's what? Thunder Fiery Emperor?
Oh, it got even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on the ability. It's less of a name and more of a description, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's based on, this is a bit of a spoiler, but later on the salamander gets I think some like special abilities, and its name changes according to the abilities.
I love how you said it's a bit of a spoiler and you spoiled nothing. You just repeated what you said in the beginning. It goes through evolution and his name changes. Like, what part of that was a spoiler?
Use like thunderbolt and flame abilities afterwards.
Okay.
So one thing about Yojj is she gets off on spoilers. So like, yeah, try not to spoil anything. Like, don't give her the satisfaction. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Moving on. What is your favorite character, guys?
Ooh, that's
Who
good.
have we not heard from? I feel like a teacher. Salps, we're not ignoring you. Do you have a favorite character? Can you hear us?
Favorite character? I'm not really sure. I don't. You know what? I think I don't. I don't really. The MC's not really my vibe.
Okay.
Especially with the way the author has been describing him. I feel like sometimes, and I don't know if I should say this. Sometimes I feel like the author is in love with the main character.
Well, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I do like one of the creatures. Like later on, you guys, I think later on in the novel, this creature comes out. It's the single horn Kun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's more. I think the way it's been described in the novel, it's kind of like an orca. And yeah, it's just he's. I like that he's. It's just a very simple-minded creature. Like it's a good sidekick to Thunder Fairy. And yeah, and he just kind of does what Thunder Fairy wants him to do. Yeah, he's a very cute sidekick, and he has like a little family and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. That does sound like a nice character.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Yes, next. Who's next? Pass the baton.
Salps, why don't you choose? Yeah.
Yeah, Llealy, you go.
Yeah. For me, I have there's actually a couple characters that I like. There's one who appears in the beginning of the novel called Lo Fei. She's one of Chen Chu's classmates, who also gets into cultivation. She's usually kind of humble, keeps to herself, but she's still pretty clever. Mm-hmm. And the cultivation path she takes is one that's I personally find really interesting. She basically, the weapon she chooses is actually a sniper rifle rather than a sword or a halberd or something like that.
I know you guys said it's like kind of modern mix. Did not expect a sniper rifle to come out, but okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either when it was first revealed. Basically, she's able to use her cultivation to hide her presence from other cultivators and hide the sense of danger that they get from being targeted or being targeted by attacks and stuff like that. Basically, the martial path of Finnish sniper.
That sounds really cool. That sounds badass. Joash,
Right.
who's your favorite character?
My favorite character would be, I think there's this guy called Hui, which he is like not like the sidekick, but he's like he is like, you know how if you guys watch Demon Slayer, like Zenitsu and Tanjiro, Chen Chu and Xiaowei have that kind of relationship. I think Xiaowei is always funny and like the complaining guy, and who's always by the side of Chen Chu. Yeah, I like his vibe. I think he's just funny.
My favorite character is the MC because like nobody picked him. I feel bad for him.
I was gonna say none of you guys have picked the MC.
No, the thing is, everybody.
As a matter of fact, we got Salps going. What's that? Sorry, I cut you off there.
Everybody in the story already likes the MC, so.
Okay. Tokki, you could pick the MC and I'll pick the salamander. So now we have everyone covered.
That's fair.
We got everyone covered.
You can be the Fiery Thunder Emperor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Fiery Thunder Emperor.
Sounds good. I love it.
Yeah.
What is the next evolution name? I want a different one.
Well, what's the name after the Fiery Thunder Emperor?
That is the latest one, I think.
Yeah, that's the latest one so far.
Just make something up. Make it sound stupid.
Thunder Fairy Tornado Emperor.
Oh, tornado. Okay, I like it. I'll do it. I'll take it.
Well, Yojj can be a tornado when she's drunk. So yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, we would love to see that.
Like right now? Or
What?
are you drunk right now?
No, I am not drunk right now.
No, so just a
If it was
backstory.
later, I would have been, but like it's kind of still early. I haven't had dinner yet.
Just a backstory. Like when we first started like doing this podcast, Yojj was like, "I need a drink."
I need liquid courage, guys.
Yeah, and she was like, she was telling me like, "I'm gonna turn into alcoholic because of this podcast."
I think it'd be a good idea to do like a drinking show.
A good idea
but
to
I
make this
don't
a
drink.
drinking show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have very low alcohol tolerance.
Right. Doesn't sound like it.
And
No, I
that's a
have very
bad
low
that's a bad
tolerance.
idea because like whenever Yoj gets drunk, like even when she's like socializing, she might start looking for a mic and like, welcome to the Wuxiaworld Teahouse.
I'm your
Oh
host,
my God.
Yojj.
Yeah. The Fiery Thunder Tornado Emperor.
Just shove a mic into everyone's face and be like, so, what's your favorite character? What's your favorite scene? It'll be a disaster. Well then. Sober Me does have a question. What is your favorite scene in this novel?
That's actually a pretty tough choice.
Because
Yeah.
there's too many to pick from, or because you guys don't have one?
More too many to pick from.
Okay.
I guess I'll start again.
Please.
I think like I don't know if there's like I'm not talking about any specific scene, I guess, but like a lot of the fighting scenes I think are pretty cool. Like I think I was recently translating one where he just fought this rampage ape or something. Where Thunder Fury right was fighting this rampage ape,
Mm-hmm.
and like the way that they fight, it's like very very dramatic, right? Obviously the descriptions are very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's almost like, and like I think this is where like the Naruto kind of aspect comes in, where it's just like big explosions and like big moves and things like that. And so not really if there's not I don't really have like a favorite specific scene, but I like the fighting scenes. Those are pretty cool.
Okay, speaking of fighting scenes, I'm kind of struggling to imagine this. Is our MC riding the salamander, or is it like Pokemon where he goes Pikachu Thunderbolt, and then like Pikachu like runs up there and like thunderbolts? Like,
No, they're not like physically together after like some time. After he released into the wild. So they're not physically
Uh-huh.
together, but since their soul is connected, they can like Chen Chu can like switch his consciousness to the salamander and control it. But physically they're not
Oh.
together.
So
So
Chen
then,
Chu is like crawling on all fours.
No.
so then is Chen Chu like lying
In
down
his
on the
mind.
sofa
In
with
his
his conscious
mind.
kind of fighting elsewhere, or is he like sitting at home doing his homework, and the salamander's out fighting?
You know those videos on YouTube where like people are using the VR headset and they're like wandering around and like someone opens the door and like quietly closes it back. I'm just imagining Chen Chu with a VR headgear and he's like crawling on the floor and his mom like opens the door and like, oh dear, and just closes it quietly. And Chen Chu's just, with his tongue sticking out like a salamander.
Is that what we should be imagining with the fight scenes, or?
No, please do not.
So,
Wait,
I think that's exactly how
I'm ruining this
is.
novel, aren't I?
Next week on Wuxiaworld's Teahouse.
I think that's what also makes it so different from other novels. Like what you just said. Usually it's a companion or like they fuse, or like it's literally like a pet. But this one, there are basically like two main characters, and it's literally an avatar, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.